Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Best of Both Worlds campaign in HOI4. Let's take a look at the world situation because things are about to get interesting. There are four factions dominating the world at the moment. There is Middle Europa, recently unified with the Greater East Asian Prosperity Sphere. There is the Comintern, there is the Chinese United Front, and there are the Allies. The Allies just treacherously allowed the warmongering United States to join their ranks, and after declaring war on us for no reason whatsoever, the United States is now going to bring the might of the French and British armies down on our heads, and we're going to try and survive. We are in the process of formalizing the second round of the Anti-Comintern Treaty, which has very good chance of drawing many more people into our faction. If we sort by opinion of us, you can see that Portugal, Anti-Comintern Pact signatory. Argentina, Anti-Comintern Pact signatory. Brazil, Anti-Comintern Pact signatory. Mexico, Anti-Comintern Pact signatory. I think that's it. But if we could get Mexico to come in against the United States, that would be pretty entertaining. And obviously the industries of Brazil and Argentina would basically secure South America for our cause. We have our expeditionary forces down here ready to seize French and British Guyana to go with our Dutch holdings there. Our troops are ready to rush forwards and seize the Suez while simultaneously moving through and attempting to secure the Maghreb. Our forces on the front are a little lackluster, but so are the Allied forces. I have relatively high hopes that we'll be able to hold here. If Switzerland joins the Allies at the last second, that could be very bad. This could be concerning, but I don't think they will, because we've declared so few wars. We've only caused 60% world tension. We'll have to see. Of course, this region is fully under our control. Oh god, I forgot about the extra front we're going to get in Turkey. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, you knew guys that we're going down towards this front. I think we're going to need to give you a new task. You're going to have to be the other side of the front, pushing in here. Our main problem is that we're facing a recruitment crisis. Why can't I do that? Ah, right, because you are not in a war against me yet. There we go. The recruitment crisis is real. The political power deficit is seriously hurting. But hopefully very soon we'll be able to raise our conscription laws. I think we're mobilizing some still. Yeah, we're still mobilizing men, 0.17 per day. We are now getting a defensive war support bonus, which is very nice. But, the Eastern Front, I think it's only secured because of the presence of the tanks, which means I don't have the tanks ready to take out the French, which is quite worrying. So I think we're going to play a static front against the French for a little bit. We're building forts in the north, as you can see. We already have, in fact, there's so many of these, we could actually bump them all up. One more straight off, that we can build practically all of them. In fact, I think all of them, yeah, at one go. That's pretty cool. We already have level 3 forts in the south, of course. If the front looks like it's crumbling, I will reduce the port defenses in order to try and stabilize it. But this is going to be this is going to be tough, to say the least. We'll see. We'll just have to see how it goes. I think, without further ado, we should unpause. The Soviet front is thoroughly under control, but that's partly because we've got all the air force that we can deployed to the Eastern Front. Communist China declared war on China. That could be spectacularly good news. Oh, and they seized a bunch of land as they did it. If they join the Comintern, that will bring the Comintern into conflict with the Chinese United Front, which of course we gave serious assistance to. You're not a... Oh, he is an Anti-Comintern Pact signatory, but it's probably a different Anti-Comintern signatory flag that applies on this one and on this one, if I had to guess. We'll see. Afghanistan, sadly, is going to live their lives as a guerrilla front against the Soviets. The Soviets will definitely take their land, but that will at least mean the Soviets have to deploy some men to military policing over there. Well, they haven't invited the British and French in yet, but I can't see a world in which they don't do that. The Eastern Front, of course, is seeing heavy casualties on the Soviet side. There we go. The United Kingdom has been called in, meaning that the Straits of Gibraltar are just blocked, which means I cannot bring this fleet to the Black Sea to devastate the Soviet Black Sea fleet as I had intended. Although it looks like, no, the Romanians are not going to be able to do it. Well, all we have to do now is hope this fleet, oh please God, hope this fleet makes it back to Schleswig-Holstein before all hell breaks loose. Other things we should be doing soon, obviously, we're going to rampage through Scandinavia. We're going to take Denmark, Sweden and Norway, which will give us a lovely boost to our tungsten production. We will also at some point orchestrate a lightning war against Switzerland, although it will have to be extremely fast. Probably orchestrated by a mass... It's just so difficult to attack Switzerland. Probably by attacking this tile. No, that's useless. There's no way you can attack that's good, that gets you through the mountains in one go. I don't know what we'll do against Switzerland. We might just leave them for a while, honestly. Okay, it looks like the southern front has stabilized, which makes me think maybe I can take the medium tanks elsewhere. I feel like I need at least some... Oh god, supply down here is bad. Whoops. Okay, we need to... That's a high priority fix. What's the limiting factor? Local infrastructure. And previous infrastructure is not so good either. Okay, we need to get a bit of a boost there. I'll put it as high priority construction. Let's just go straight to 10. It's a very active region. I'm going to take half of the medium tanks. We're holding everywhere else with just the light tank support, which is very encouraging. But I'm going to take the medium tanks and I'm going to put them down here. Some of them. Just because I need to know that if the Allies launch a determined assault, we're ready for them. But I am afraid. Oh, okay. Is that us being caught? That's a single British battlecruiser. You know what? I will take that fight. Let's see if we can kill this battlecruiser before it gets reinforced. Ah, he's not here anymore. But there are currently 11 enemy ships in this region. Find and destroy them. Okay, there's a heavy cruiser. Get those carriers in range. Unfortunately, he was only found by some battleships, but still, that's good. I would love it if we could get the planes in range. We could get those nav bombers devastating this Norfolk. It's only a tier 1 heavy cruiser, so of course as soon as we're in range he'll melt, but I'm just concerned that the rest of the British high seas fleet is going to show up. Justification on us? The United States is justifying us again? Okay. 4 battle cruisers. Oh, 4 battle cruiser 1s and 1 heavy cruiser 1. I suspect they will not last long. We do really need radar detection. I can't believe I didn't research that yet. My previous session was rather long, so I'm sure things are lacking behind. We should get some... Oh no, we're going to get far less oil from them than we used to. Well, we'll try importing from Venezuela and seeing just how problematic that is. I think we need to get the oil technology, honestly, because it's just so useful. Alright, let's keep an eye on our army. You know, we don't want to lose strength without noticing. Did we already sink one of them, or did one of them retreat? I think one of the battlecruisers withdrew. They all withdrew. Interesting. I'm tempted to invade England, but they have got, you know, 100 divisions. Come on, just get the carriers in range. Some Japanese planes here. Interesting. Yeah. We've got land-based naval bombers coming in on us. I'm not prepared to face land-based naval bombers with my fleet, really. Let's withdraw. Just because I want to have my air force supporting me when we actually start having to face land-based planes. So here is where we can do easy pockets. And if the south is holding, I'm going to start doing that. We're not going to sit passively by and just watch this front bleed the Soviets. We're actually going to do some aggressive tank maneuvers. Things like cutting up here and then cutting in. Breaking them that way. For which, until, I mean, if the French aren't going to join, I'm going to use all the tanks. People without orders. Interesting. Well, Poland is where the problem's at. So we'll get them over there. South Africa has joined. Canada has joined. Yeah, to be expected. France, surprisingly enough, not exporting quite the same amount of steel as they used to us. Pretty reasonable, honestly, considering we're at war with their ally. Pilot promoted, nice. Guys, you're supposed to be withdrawing. Are you not withdrawing? Look, do not engage. Just get out of there. If I hit repair now, just get out of there, my man. And cancel this task. And then get over here. Thank you. You know the French call's coming. There's no way they don't get called in and come and join this war. If we can hold down here without tank support, I'll be overjoyed. We'll have to see. Desperate defense, hopefully not going to become necessary. We will do the oil fields, but only once we've got the manpower. So we traded okay in that, but the thing is, our bombers are worth. Oh, that's much better. Our bombers are worth a lot more than theirs. Is the thing. Yeah. So now they're just going to. Oh, no, it's actually the Italians convoy raiding them. That's nice. So they only have bombers here right now. So you guys, ooh, the super heavy battleship, the Brandenburg, took a couple of hits. Let's let them repair up before we go out again. So the plan here is simple. I believe there's not a river crossing between these two provinces. There may be, but even if there is, what we will do is... Sorry, the music's just a touch loud there. We'll just drive north, see what we can do to encircle and kill before they manage to organise a proper response, and then withdraw again. Until we've sufficiently diminished the numbers on the Eastern Front that I'm content to put the tanks towards an assault on France. Because we can't launch that assault on France until... so that's Japanese convoys, it's problematic. We can't launch that assault on France until I'm happy with having no tanks on the Eastern Front. Oh, right, we're at war with England. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. To El Alamein and Alexandria and beyond. We need to grab all this land super quick. If they're not going to call France in for a minute, France has joined. Okay. Well, let's see if this is going to hold. How much of the forts did we get done? We got one level done. That's not bad. It's not bad. We could immediately try an aggressive action here. Seize their forts. Would make it much easier in the future. But, you know, when are you going to launch your attack against France via the south? It's just not something that happens a lot. Let's see what we can do to get in here before the French realise their mistake of not garrisoning the region. There's a spare guy on Tripoli. Oh, actually, this guy is actually supposed to be on here. Okay, or just supply issues. Okay, anywhere else we want to move against the French? Oh, yes, by the way, the French are going to decimate Siam, the French and British. But I'm hopeful that the Indonesian order will take out North Borneo. Why can't I call you in? Why aren't you at war with Britain? Is it war with the British Raj? Ah, British Malaya hasn't been called in yet. Yeah, I'm hopeful that the Japanese and Indonesian order troops will be able to hold this region and push in here and here. I'm concerned by the number of Australian troops, though. They might end up taking West Papua New Guinea, but we'll see. Communist China yet to join the Comintern. That's interesting. Oh, that's problematic. I mean, see? See? We need the tanks, is the problem. I don't know. We've got a level 2 fort wall done here now. That's good. We'll obviously want to make that higher in future. I guess maybe if we just leave 4 of the tanks down here in key positions. That seems to be one that breaks a lot. And then 2 behind the line, ready to respond. Let's see how that does. Okay, the men are more or less in position now. This assault as soon as we win these defenses. French are not launching an all-out assault and don't seem to have the men, the kind of numbers that would be required to do so. What's this? Just big convoy raid. Okay. Have you repaired the Brandenburg yet? No. I don't know if a day has even passed since it was damaged. Okay, right. So the fight has started down here. Let's charge in on this front. We'll try the full frontal because the French troops have only just arrived. They haven't got much organisation. I think it'll work. The Italians look like they're... well, they're doing okay in the Pacific. They took out some battle cruisers, but lost some of their own. It's interesting. Okay, here's the main fight. No, they're getting bodied. Okay. Yep, the British ground-based planes are... sorry, land-based planes are a real problem. Guderian wounded. That's not ideal. Considering we're about to launch an offensive. So that means he's 50% less good, basically, for a little bit here. Well, we'll try and make do. I strongly suspect that we'll be able to get a pocket established here if we just keep it limited. If we try and get greedy and do like a big pocket to begin with, I think we'd be in trouble. But a little pocket, wipe out 30 divisions here, then retreat to the line, could work just fine. Excavation 4 is going to be excellent. We do have rubber issues, but less than oil, so we're not going to research that yet. I'd love the extra breakthrough. The extra artillery attack is not too shabby either. Let's try and get some decryption done. I do like having a decryption and encryption advantage. You can have just one and not the other, if you're not familiar. But I'd rather have both. Let's just make these guys, make sure they all go into this pocket. We want to get this done right. Unfortunately, we're going to have to win a defense basically at each turn. But that's fine. These defenses are not that challenging. Or actually, we don't necessarily have to. We could do things like this. And sneak our way out. We've got the tanks in position. Very nearly. We're going to be able to hold once the tanks have arrived. Whew. But yeah, so the campaign up till now, obviously, has been pretty trivial. This is the point where it becomes more challenging. Now that we've got the actual super buffed enemies on the front against us. Very happy we managed to stabilize the front. What I'm thinking of is the Caucasus front, but I realize we're a bit south of the Caucasus there. That's excellent news. Ooh, they're going to let us push Corsica. That's phenomenal. I guess this guy just arrived. There goes Malaya. Please, Indonesian order. I wish you were my puppet. If they were my puppet, we'd be able to dominate on the Brunei front. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's just turn on allied battle plans just for a second, because I bet this is funny. Oh, actually, there's not too many insane battle plans. Cool. Do you have any naval invasions planned, Japan? No. Oh, maybe, actually. On the Philippines? No, those are Indonesian ones, I think. Interesting. Look at all of the convoys being decimated. Oh, no, that's the other way around. This is... Oh, look, the Greek fleet is actually doing sterling work in the Eastern Med. Nice. As soon as we get manpower, when we can bring our 1,000 and something naval bombers to bear, we're going to do some serious damage. Just make him retreat and then go back to this guy. If you could get in there, that would be great. You going to the right front? Yes. Okay, we got 3 guys on a port here. No, you're moving off. Okay. I'd like it if you moved off with a little more kind of haste befitting the situation, but that's good. Okay, so power these tanks north. Let's see what we can do to get this pocket done. I don't really want to break them there, actually. Let's go a little bit more aggressive. I know I said if we went more aggressive, we'd lose it. And if we lost all these medium tanks, it would be an absolute disaster. We do have 13,000 spare medium tanks right now. But the time it would take to train them is not something we're really prepared to have happen. So they are not bombing us. That's good. Brandenburg is almost repaired. There are 7 hostile ships in the Baltic. Let's just see if we can hunt them down real quick. We are now... Oh, right, we're not fascist, I forgot. So our war justifications are going to take ages. Well, we should probably start justifying on Denmark now, then. No, if we start justifying on them, they'll probably join the Allies. So we should wait. But I do really want to close the Danish belts, so that is something we will prioritize in the future. East half should be going up here. Yeah, half go up here, half stay put just to win this defense. That's good. Okay, excellent. We managed to contain the situation here with those tanks. Another slightly problem situation here. Let's put 1 tank in there, see if that's enough. So we have 1 still in reserve. Okay, still pushing south here. Almost. Hey, we've reached Alamein. That's good. It's very good indeed. Okay, the tank offensive here is... Sorry, the infantry offensive here is going very well. Let's automate this, because there's no resistance yet. Of course, if we face resistance, I will immediately end the automation. Oops. Don't do that. Oh, I did it! Oh, no! I just deleted all of their garrison orders. Superb. Alright, well, in between this episode and the next, I'm going to redo all the garrisons. Alright, I'll be back in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. We're just holding. It's tenuous on the Eastern Front. The French haven't started to push yet. In fact, they've abandoned some provinces. Honestly, I don't really want to move from a level 3 fort wall to a level 2 fort wall. They appear to all be rushing to Africa, is my guess. Oh, we didn't manage to cross there in the end. Maybe we do a bit of a push and just capture their fort wall here. But their fort wall is so much harder to defend from that side. I like our current positioning. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. F in chat for the death of Afghanistan. Oh god, I left men down here. Alright, you two. I guess we need to capture like this port in order to get you out. Or here. Try and run north. I believe in you. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.